Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Trexler of the Climatographers, and I want to introduce you to our Climate Newsfeed Mini Brain, a subset of the Climate Web. If you rely on your Facebook feed or other social media feeds to keep you informed about climate change, you're probably missing a lot. We track a lot of different feeds and a lot of different sources to keep the Climate Web up to date, adding hundreds of things every month. And this Climate Newsfeed simply presents that information without presenting the rest of the Climate Web. And you can get this Climate Newsfeed Mini Brain for free and put it on your phone, on your tablet, on your desktop. And you can just peruse what we're adding to the Climate Web as a way of helping yourself stay up to date on what's going on with climate change. Let me show you quickly how it works. So for example, for any given month, January, for example, here is the news feed in terms of all the different things that we have added during the month of January. If you can click on any of those and it will pop up in the notes field, and you can actually read the news story right there. And you can go back to the news feed and just work your way through the month, clicking on anything that sounds interesting. Now, in some cases, we're also adding reports and things that are new. So here you have a news story about implementing the TCFD recommendations, but you can also click on the document itself, and there it is, pops up. You can open it up and take a look. One of the bonuses that is in the Climate News feed is this 2018 reports, almost 200 reports that we added to the Climate Web in 2018. So each of these monthly news feeds is basically the same. It tends to be 150 items added during the month, all kinds of climate relevant topics that you can very quickly peruse and just scan through, reading whatever you want to read. It's an efficient way of keeping yourself up to date rather than relying on your social media feeds. We also have the recent reports, papers, books that are added. So as new reports come out from a lot of different places, we'll post them in here. This one actually is too large, which is why it doesn't show up here. We tend to avoid putting in ones that are too large. But here's another one, greenhouse gas impacts of increased US oil and gas production, and you can peruse that report. So that's what the Climate Web Newsfeed Mini Brain does. It's a great way to help keep yourself up to date, and it gives you a sense of what's going into the Climate Web and the sheer scope of the Climate Web in helping you understand and respond to the climate change issue. Thanks.